so Roy, obviously a character we've seen a lot of in Smash. He's a very destructive power. Ended up being the better of the two versions. Echo Fighter, unfortunately, rest in peace, Crom. His recovery just doesn't work out in top-level play, unfortunately. He's very... When people figured out how to gimp him, it was just over from there, whereas Roy could be a little bit more creative with his recovery.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes into play. I mean, Steve can still really give Roy some fits off stage and also on stage, although that's not a Roy exclusive combo that he does right there. I will note, though, that that combo does take a bit more execution than it looks like, because you do have to do no impact lands on those blocks and also be able to place them at the right timing. Those combos to get those KOs, maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah, Bobthebobbo kind of getting bomboed right now. He was like stuck in like the sauce there for a second, but now we got a little bit more a neutral game coming out here, right? Going in there, trying to get some side B action. At this point, jabs are a very good tool in this matchup because it allows him to be able to convert into so many different combos. It's relatively safe from far distance. Yeah, like Steve can't really get a punish if it's like maximum spaced.
Nice break out of the corner right there, and also from Bob right there, popping that up B. Do have diamonds ready for Steve, and I'm just going to wonder if Digital is just going to, you know, hold on to that for the next stock, right? Really maximize its output, or, you know, if we just see it popped early. But I think those are iron tools right now, which are very effective. The footstool, I don't know if it was on purpose, but you were talking about Steve and recoveries, and you can make it back from wherever. There's your showcase.
Yeah, right. You got footstool, no double jump, and was still able to get back onto the stage, I am saying. But I think that footstool kind of looked like he was just maxing double jump and just happened to be over the footstool. But we're going to get a punish on that up B out of shield. If you start getting a little bit overzealous with that, that's a huge punishment. Oh, God. Looney Tunes him.
Yeah. I love that we saw just like the no pickaxe or anything. And it was like, oh, well, now how am I going to close out the stock? Oh, right. I have this thing.
Just drop an anvil on him. Acme University coming in.
Really huge. I love the ability to react to the DI on those jabs as well, to try to go for the jump forward air as well, to try to reset the combo instead of going for more jabs when he would have fallen out. Blocks coming in clutch to stop that confirm from Roy, but you finally see that first stock taken from Bob. But yeah, getting in on Steve as Roy, that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah, Bob was on the chase there, trying to outmaneuver Digital in that capacity. But now we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here, going for the up airs, setting him up a little bit to get a lot of easy damage right afterwards. Big punishment on that up smash.
Yeah, definitely some big damage. It's 77% on Roy. If you get better tools as the Steve player here, I think honestly iron tools, you're already going to be in danger as the Steve, right? Any conversion like a forward air into back air, something like that, it could definitely be the end of this game if it's over near the ledge. But for right now, Digital taking his time off stage.
Steve is so sick.
I love this character.
He literally just put up a wall, build up materials, and just went for like a little trip down there below to try to stall out those little bit of bricks. But fantastic recovery from Bob.
Yeah, really good awareness right there, not to get stage spiked or stuck under the stage or anything. Popping that up B to get back immediately. Love just the caution, right? Like, I think this is one of those moments where you recognize in tournament, okay, my spacing is not perfect. I can't play super close to this Steve, so I'm just not going to be anywhere near that back air that can just totally end the game.
Got a plat sword now, diamond sword, got to be at the ready now. This is very scary. Bobthebobbo still needs to take two more stocks, going for some side B action. At this point, you're going to get called out by the forward smash. I love the spacing on that. Even if it hit his shield, it probably would have been very, very safe against Roy.
I think completely unpunishable at that spacing for sure, right? Like just the little walk back, the micro walk back, and Steve is so good at that too because he does not have like a ton of ground speed, but his walk is very conducive to just being able to go and right there, and right there. Now, honestly, Digital spacing throughout that whole set was really, really good.
It's tough, right? Because like when you're playing as Roy, trying to get towards Steve like that, like it's not the most favorable matchup for Roy. Because anytime, like there's even that moment when he put up the wall and started digging, not much Roy could have done. What's he going to do? Jump over that and approach from up above and then explode? He has to break open the bricks, but then he's wasting his time breaking open the bricks, and then he leaves himself open if he breaks them. Like it's a very bad situation for Roy to be in.
You have to be really creative with how you decide to take down those blocks because you can't just leave Steve to mine behind them forever in really any situation. But you also can't just immediately take down the blocks because, yeah, you're going to be putting yourself in that end lag. He's going to have that opportunity to punish you. And, you know, even if you think you're doing it relatively safely, he can still bait you with all that.
Oh my God, you're dead!
See ya.
0 death right at the start. We just go for the simple jabs, push him off stage. Forward air, down air, you are done.
More like Bob the Bongos, the way that he got his ass beat there.
Oh my god. Who's the one building again?
That would be Steve.
Yeah. Not Bob. Got it. Going back in.
Not the builder.
Okay, side B, big punish coming out. Oh, with the graze? Give him a little fresh haircut.
The little glancing blow.
Yeah.
I don't know why they renamed Phantom Hits. It's really funny to me.
I mean, there's so many things in Smash. It's called something else, like in the development kits.
Yeah.
Like, it's not called teching. It's called like.
It's like like a knockback cancel or whatever. Like a
It's not called DI. It's called like bubble influence. I can't remember. What
it's something like that.
something completely bizarre.
It's like I was honestly like shocked when they called them tilts on the ground. It's like, oh yeah, they called it a forward tilt.
Ooh.
I was like, that's what we've been calling it. That's cool.
No, that's a forward strong attack. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, are we Street Fighter now? I have to
Yeah.
remember that that's a back.
That is a forward down back fierce punch.
Down back fierce into light strong. I don't know, man.
214K. Like, what do you want to do? Stun dipper. Okay, we got TNT here, so it makes it very difficult for Bob to approach him like that, right? Because if he does, he's going to get caught by the TNT and they both explode.
It's funny, by the way, there's an interesting interaction with the TNT that if you're on a stage that has specified materials, mining TNT, I believe, is the same as mining, I want to say, like, dirt. I could be wrong on that. It might be iron. But on a stage like this, on Small Battlefield, no matter where you mine, it's all on like a default configuration for like balanced purposes. It's the same if you mine on an anvil on this stage. And I find that like a little interesting that they were like, okay, these are like the competitively viable stages, right? So it's all the same all the time.
Now, if you give Steve WarioWare, now if we give him WarioWare, what happens then? Okay, there we go. He got a jab, wait for the air dodge back in and try to potentially get a punish. Could have been like a forward smash, maybe a forward tilt right afterwards.
I gotta say, you know, early on this was like such just a smoke show for Digital, right? Like just smacking the Roy left and right, and does close it out with that forward air. But slowing the pace down, I think, did end up working for Bob there near the end. I think it was a really good idea. It was just a matter of, have you figured out how to fight against Steve in this already very difficult matchup? It's already an uphill climb. Are you going to be able to adapt over that course? And by the end of it, right, some ideas were coming to fruition, but that's a powerful character right there.
Yeah, powerful character to come out here. We're going to see a lot more of him this weekend. He is legal at Combo Breaker. FGC is not really known for banning
Steve's
characters.
not really banned in most places anymore. It
Yeah,
feels
right.
like.
I think it's because of, you know, people are starting to like understand the game, what they want to appeal. So they just let Steve rock. Let him rock. He's funny.
It's a matter of, you know, this is a community that is not going to ban things usually because they simply don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's too wide-reaching that people feel like there needs to be like a scientific reason to say we can't do this. Here's the quantifiable evidence to tell you why, rather than just it's annoying and none of us want to fight against that. Like,
okay, hear me out. We banned PS2. I want a tournament that's brave enough to ban Pokemon Stadium 2.
Here's the thing, Austin. I feel like if we ban Pokemon Stadium 2, then every single game is going to be played on Small Battlefield. And then if you ban Small Battlefield, every single game is going to be played on Town and City.
Do you know why Small Battlefield's lit? Do you know why Battlefield's lit? Do you know why Final Station's lit? Because you can change the backgrounds. You can have different music. The reason the viewers don't like PS2 is because it's the same stage with the same music every single time. When you go to Battlefield, you go to FD, you can swap it up.
And the Pokemon music is pretty good.
Not when I hear
it so much.
Yeah.